Hey guys, we'll get started just here in a moment. Yes, hope we're all doing well. So it's been a while since I've came on here and streamed sound design. Promise you, I've been trying to get back at it. Had some health complications I had to take care of, and we're just kind of in a different journey with that right now. But yeah, so I'm feeling way better though. Just know that I'm feeling way better. I needed a moment to, well, I should say it was at that moment I had to kind of forcefully do something for myself and get better. So I'm feeling way better now. One thing I was thinking about though, about sound design streams and kind of trying to get back into the rhythm of it, is that I might change it up a little bit and start randomly streaming some games. Specifically games that I love the sound design on, that I love to play, and I love to think about how the implementation was done, and maybe even, I guess compare and contrast between the games, and then try to even maybe replicate in my own like engine or in my own implementation. But either way, anyways, that I was considering that. So today we're going to kind of do like a little test run of this. And I guess this to kind of clarify the reason why I want to start doing that is because one thing that I realized is that, like, it's gonna sound really weird, but like I think as creative people, we notice happens sometimes. When I originally started streaming, it was for fun. And I was just just exploring sound design and doing it yada yada yada, learning, developing my skills and everything like that. But it slowly started to become a little more, at least for me, for some reason, it became more like life-threatening, if that makes sense. So it's more of like I come on here, and if I don't perfectly do something, or if I'm not, or if I feel like I'm not ready for something for some reason, I don't end up, and I don't want that to be the case. And also, plus sometimes I would kind of make, which is not, it's not bad all the time. Sometimes I make myself, stream sound design longer than I really wanting to do. Be honest with you, which is not bad sometimes. Sometimes, we push through things to make sure that we get it done. There's nothing wrong with that. But also sometimes, where I get stuck, let's say I'm doing like meta sounds or blueprints. If I get stuck on something, there's no point in me streaming, an hour and 30 minutes of me struggling to figure out what to do, if that makes sense. Sometimes I might just need, outside. So I want to make sure I do less of that. But also I just want to have fun. Be able to share the things I like. That might also include maybe one day we just watch some videos on some songs I like. Honestly, break down vocals. I like listening to vocals and listening to diction from different singers. That's something I also considered wanting to do as well. That would probably be like something I would do random for like a very long stream, if that makes sense. just because that would take a good like 15 minutes to like kind of stop. You know, pretty much I'm trying to make myself be a little bit better about regulating when I take breaks. So I'm not pushing myself too hard and read too much. So we're gonna work on some Dauntless sound design today. I'm also gonna share you, I guess, an update that I've done to this sound design. Nothing major. I get well, yeah, kind of major. It's kind of major, but it's I think for the best. So one thing about the Dauntless clip that I had previously, it was just a basic picking up. This is gonna be for like my demo for this year, hopefully. Actually, it is gonna be for this year. I'm not gonna say hopefully. By the end of this year, this is gonna be done. But this is part of my creative sound design reel that I'm creating. And the clip that I chose was just a person picking up some like some of the pickup orbs in the tutorial area of Dauntless, and then you would like go through it like a log tunnel, and then boom, that would be it. Had a couple monster sounds here and there, in the distance, but overall it was pretty. It didn't really showcase, I guess, how to say this. After I started to share with other people to get feedback, one of the biggest things I got from it, and I hope I'm not misinterpreting this. So if anybody, please feel free to like pitch in and be like, no, that's not. But the feedback that I got was mainly, it sounds great, ambience is great, all this is great. However, the kind of a slow-paced sound design. So if you put on your reel, it may not, there's nothing flashy about it. And obviously flashiness is not always needed, of course. But I do think that, I could challenge myself a little bit more. So to explain, I'm still keeping this redesign. So I didn't actually get rid of it. I'll just show you exactly what I did now. Kind of transition to this here. But what I ended up doing here is, now you can't really tell from here, I guess, technically, so that's fine, but we'll kind of go over it. So this is the first clip that we had, right? This first clip, walking through the forest, yada yada. This clip actually got from online, of Dauntless. I did not record this myself, so there was a lot of boundaries between that as well, that made it so that when you're trying to do a redesign, typically you want to either try to record it yourself or make sure that when you get the clip that the person is confident in what they're doing, how they're moving. Because when you're realistically, when I'm redesigning, if the character or the player is like kind of spamming the up and down arrows like randomly, sound designing wise for that in a linear setting is a little tough. So there was a couple instances of that, especially like around here. As you can see, like as a sound designer, if I had to actually re-record this, I would not jump up and down multiple times like that. Now it would be different if I was like implementing or doing implementation, because that could be triggered through Wise or through Unreal, meta sounds blueprints or whatever. But when it's linear sound design, it's a little bit harder to kind of plant that stuff out. So I actually kept most of things I had, because like I said, most of the sounds were good. The only thing I needed to really change and modify based off my feedback was the arm movement a little bit. So we'll adjust that, of course. But I kind of started a different clip. And you're gonna actually tell the difference that it's a different clip because I recorded it myself. And it looks tremendously better. Tortoise is my gamer name usually, so it's me. But so this is the kind of clip that we're working on right now. I'm going to solo the main sound for this, and we'll just kind of go over it real quick, and I'll kind of share with you what I started working on, and I'm just going to dive into it. I'll probably do this for like about an hour and a half, and then take a little intermission, and then I played some games like I promised. Um, so here's what we'll do. I'm just gonna mute myself here. I'm gonna play the clip, and I'm gonna kind of just start sound design and just experimenting. Today, I think I'm gonna keep touching on. I kind of started touching on the weapon control, and the combat kind of control with that. More so the swishes and different impacts, because that's like a tricky part. I really wish I had time today. I had to do a bunch of errands this morning, but I really wish I had time today to record some monster screams, because I really wanted to work on that on stream as well. But we'll do that sometime this week, and yeah, when I figure out my stream schedule and everything. But yeah, let me go ahead and just show you what this is the new Dauntless clip that we're now going to do. Well, I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm saying, y'all, but I'm just sharing with what I'm working on right now. All right, so here's a clip here. Oopsie did. Oh, is this I think this is the clip that doesn't have sound. Let me see if I can find. Okay, I got. Okay, we're just gonna. I'm not gonna put in a DAW or anything like that. I try not to put the clip with the original sound, but just so you can kind of know the feeling of it. And actually, maybe for the sake of me, I'm not gonna show you the one sound of it, because that might disrupt me in sound designing. I think you'll get the gist of what's supposed to happen without the sound. If anybody really is curious about it, I can send it to you separately. I don't know, just ask on stream. Yeah, let me just gonna play this real quick here. Okay, so something that you may have noticed already in this clip is that it's a little more, way shorter than what we had before. I did not get the count yet how long it is. I think it's about a 10-second. Yeah, so it's about a 10-second clip, but there's a lot of action in it. What I'm planning to do is I'm still keeping all my sound design from this original clip, everything like that. I'm probably going to actually do a couple tweaks in the sound design randomly from this clip, like I was recommended to do. And really, most of them said not to get rid of the clip, but just shorten it down and then get more of an action sequence. So I'm going to shorten this clip a little bit and still use it, because there's some really good ambiences, really good UI sounds that I think would complement well. And then somehow transition from like maybe this log section. Maybe like transition from this like log section, and then somehow come from go to here, like as you can see here. Okay, so yeah, what I wanted to kind of work on today is really just this weapon section here that I was kind of tackling. Now this is not the final sounds that I'm adding right now. Right now I'm just kind of adding the ticks of where the spear is actually hitting the creature, and then also kind of adding some of the like spinning weapon sounds a little bit. So some of the swooshes that will need to be in there. I still some of the swooshes I need to actually calculate how fast they are, or and like kind of speed up the play rate depending on how fast the player is actually doing it compared to what's actually being done. One thing I also want to have, I might have to do is also add the video in this. I made a sub project for this, and I might need to add the video to. I wish there was a way to use sub projects. Maybe there is. If anybody knows, let me know. But I want to be able to use a sub project and still see the clip that I have in this project here. Now, I think the reason why we obviously can't see it is, well, I made a sub project, so it's literally a separate project from what. Since I made the sub project, I think as start on the beginning of the clip, so I can just go ahead and just drag and drop the clip here, and hopefully, crossing my fingers, I should be able to use this same sub project clip, and then it should reflect the same. We'll see. I think there's a little shift. Actually, let's see. I'm gonna like just start at the start and see if it's like, if I tab between the projects, will it be the exact same? Should be, but okay, perfect. Yeah, that works. Okay, so yeah, that works. The reason why again I need this is because of this part here. So so far this is what I have here. Right. So there's a couple things I have to work on here. For now I'm gonna mute the spinning, and then I'm gonna work on just the axe for now. And again, the impacts I'm really doing because I'm already reviewing it myself. Sorry. Let me talk first before I keep playing it. The reason why I did the impacts is because eventually this is going to be like the stab, the spear stab sounds. So we'll add like some kind of like motion to it, the motion of actually jabbing it, and then the impact of it. So I want to get the hits first, just so I know exactly where I need to put the tail in, and also the preemptive, swinging of the spear before the hit. So that's what I'm doing. A little tricky, but like even this I don't even think it's a double hit there. I think it's a single hit. So I'm going to just move that first. This is going to be a tedious stream for a bit, okay? What we do. And for this one, so this is actually like a lower layer, and I added a pitch increase, and also like a little high pass filter on this track here for more of the higher sounds, especially when it gets to like some of the multiple, like weapon spinning. I don't want it to be the same sound, so I'm trying to make sure I do that as well. But I think for now I'm going to worry more about the accents and where it lays down, and then I'll worry. Okay, well, this is, and actually you can tell by the visualization of the UI on the screen that some hits are critical, some hits are just regular hits, some hits are like minimal hits. Maybe the creature had like some kind of armor that caused it. So I want to make sure that that is also being portrayed via through my linear sound design as well. It's gonna be a little bit tricky, but I think once we get the accents and hits, we'll be able to just be like, okay, we're gonna layer in the more deeper impacts. We maybe pitch shift it a little bit, add some format to it, and then for, oh, we don't, this one's a lighter hit, so we can, we can just make a little bit less of of accent on that attack, and less layers, maybe more some higher frequency. I don't know, something like that. Okay. Yeah. So like, so I guess what I'll say is I'll consider the high hit sounds. I'm gonna also label it as blue hit points. I'm assuming that is gonna be the like less hits. The hits that like may be affected by resistance on that the creature might have. I don't know necessarily exactly, but maybe we'll play Dauntless one day and figure that out. But I think that I'm pretty sure that's what was happening, just based off of the UI that I'm watching right now. But okay, so I've been actually, I kind of worked on this beginning part already previously. I think this is pretty solid. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Cool. Okay, I think that's good. So I'm actually gonna put like a little marker. I'm gonna try to do this. Try to do the markers. I'm gonna try to start to do the markers for this combo system. More of like, okay, so I just passed combo. Uh, let's say player combo one. So player combo one. When it comes to the hit sounds, are pretty boom, boom, boom. We might come back to that there, but I think it's a good starting point. So next combo point here is, this one's the tricky one here. So like after, so like right after, so literally right here, we kind of have this like swing, dun 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 dun. Dun. I tried it. I tried it a little bit, but yeah, it's almost there. So we have boom, boom, boom. And I think this one doesn't have to be quite exact, because I really think that in this player combat, what's going to be taking the kind of the show is honestly the spinning sounds, and that's one of the part that I was working on up here. But so I want to kind of get it a little bit exact, so just so I know what impacts need to happen, if that makes sense. Because I think these boom, boom, boom. This is the part where I think that these two are fine. I think that, you guys can't see my. Let me try to fix that. I usually don't capture the cursor, but in this, so you can see where I'm pointing at. Might be nice. But yeah. So, anyways, right here, boom, boom. I think those are fine. I think this is the section that we have to worry about. Ching, 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 ching. I actually think it's already taken off pretty fast. Yeah. So I think that's actually already taken off pretty fast. So almost. And that last little stab is good. And of course, we'll need to like add like an empty. or like some kind of like when we figure out the insertion, not the insertion sound. That's not what I mean to say. When we figure out like how we want to have the action movement of the jab before the hit, we'll need to definitely make sure that this one's huge. So I want to really mark this as huge stab or like huge pre-hit or something. I don't know why I can't think of a better word for that. But then really after that, that's the end of the combo. Try to get it after he stabs. Yeah, right there. This is probably the end of the combo here. But it's something totally different. So player combat. So okay, so yeah, like I kind of did the first two basic mapping of it. Boom, boom. I think I feel okay about number two. All right, hold on. And I try my best to keep it use lighter, use some lighter, um, hit sounds during that point, especially when he's like spinning. More so here. And well, they would probably add some pitch shifting automation, I think, to that. Like, like I should just try it now, just so I can kind of. I like me some automation. I'm just kind of see that works here. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, something like that. So what I'm gonna do is actually subfolder. This is gonna be the weapon. What color do you want this? Where's the great? Ooh, that's a great question. I kind of was in the. I think I did blue for the main project. We'll do like different shades of blue. Oh, but yeah, but this is gonna be blue. So cool. But now, okay, so now we got combo two done. Not perfect, but I think it's a good starting point for where we're at. And then we actually have only a couple more seconds to really end. So like, I guess to kind of take a step back real quick here. Yeah. So this sound design or this clip, I think is definitely a little bit harder than what I had before. But a good thing is it's shorter. It's shorter, and a lot of the things actually that I had from the first part of this clip, I'm kind of taking some of the assets and reusing them here. But obviously in a different manner and style. But yeah, because I established the tone of what the player is doing, you know, obviously the story is a little bit different now. So well, the story before was, we had a lone, new knight who was exploring the world of Dauntless, and began to hear, like, the monster in the background as he was trying to survive and find things to survive for the night, and he came upon a monster. Now we're more of, okay, this player has decided to go for his first hunt in the world of Dauntless, and he is going for it. So the combat, we want to make sure that the combat and everything about him sounds, big, bold. The monsters. Also, I think this is gonna be a really awesome moment for me to be able to do some monster sounds. I really wish I would have had time to record some, like, screams and grunts. I could have done, but we'll do that another day. I'll probably record some of it this week, and then, when I stream again, I definitely will stream again on Sunday. We'll be able to, like, do some monster manipulation and more monster cries and screams. That's something that I love and enjoy doing. It'll be a nice little, you know difference. I guess I don't know difference, but, it's gonna be fun. Okay, but anyways, what I was saying here, yeah. So for now, I think that's good. I almost want to put like a swoosh, just so I think I actually have it somewhere. I do, yeah. So it's fine. That one. I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, we'll get to the swooshes. I'm actually wondering if I should even. Oh, I think we can do the last part of this part. Typically, I would, like, I think just because the clip, like, the end of the clip is, like, right here, so I think we can just do these last impacts just so I can map them out. So last combo. This actually is okay. This is the last combo anyway. So yeah, um, this last combo, the player is, like, running back to them. He's just gonna hit him. Honestly, when I was recording this clip, I was being brutal on this monster because, like, I'm not gonna lie, this the gameplay. I used to play this game actually when I don't know when it first came up, but I did play it, like, I think it was actually really good. It was really cool, really fun. Um, as you can see, I have an account and everything. I actually had to take off the armor that I had so I could look like a tutorial character and everything. Um, but yeah, it was really fun, and I was kind of getting into it. So the second time, oh, boom, sorry. Listen, Bato was like, "Listen, you already beat me up. You did a whole combo, but, all right, scattered brain and move this over here." And these ones are not really accented, so, I'm so good. I didn't even, like, really measure that one out. around there. Oops. And there's some like mini hits in between there too. So like I guess this is literally a shovel. This is fully of a shovel hitting sand that I kind of had. I think I'm gonna obviously again modify the sound for it to be like a hit, more of a hit marker for the weapon. But it's also gonna mark down when the sound design for the actual weapon impacts need to be added. So, anyways, I feel like that weapon movement is a choo 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 choo. Whoa, I actually guessed that last one right. Okay, I didn't really guess that. I just kind of put it there. Because yeah, he's going over, first to the left, back to the left, then final stab. Or more so like prior here. Maybe even spaced out a little bit more. I think what we had before was a little better, a little faster. Then the rest of it's just oh, actually there's like one last tail hit. I didn't see that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I think that this is like a good outline, basic outline of what I have for this. Let's just kind of play through it and see if it matches. This is only be the weapon hits. We'll start from the beginning. Okay, cool. I forgot about the one in the beginning here where he's running. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. again. Okay, yeah. One of the soundly here. I haven't used my Media Explorer in a bit. I got some new sound effects swap sounds. Let me see. Like, excuse me. I need to get run and get some water just from talking. I guess gore's not really the sound I really need. Actually, I want to look up see, metal, a metal ring maybe. Shout out to Diego Hodge. He did some wonderful recordings for the SFX swap. I think that I did participate in it a couple months back, but yeah, back in June I did. Again for this month, or is it next month? How they do it? Just experimenting here. Don't mind me. I'm just. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think we'll leave it at that for now. I was just experimenting to kind of see what I should do for that. Let me grab and get some water real quick here, and I'll be. And I apologize. I'll promise you I'll fix a BRB screen for this sooner or later. Um, Mute that. Let's try to figure some of this out. For the spinning stuff, I'm going to probably work on like player combat 1 lightly, and then player combat 2. Maybe we should just get my. Okay, so this one's way slower. So, like I said, I pulled this from some of the things I had previously. So this one, like, try point. Actually, I need to get slower. I'm sorry. I would even say maybe I even need to segment it out and go. I'm gonna mute that for a second. Yeah, I need to get a different. That's not gonna work. I need like a. So I think this one I'm gonna have to out a little bit. We'll just start from this. Not quite right. Maybe I can. Well, here's what we can do. Kind of. I would say I can. Hardest thing about rope is that it's really hard to get. Rope is. I apologize. Um, so what I just did was a a reverse track technique. I just took this little speed up one right here, reverse the track, and then put play in the correct way, just so it could kind of extend it. I guess I could do the same thing with this too, but something like this. Okay, I think it's a pretty good turn to it. Rough. This will be tricky. I have to kind of figure out a good way to properly make sure recognize. Take a look. So, get gander. We lost some of the swooshes. Okay. Yeah, some of the swooshes are not the right timbre or pitch. I mean, we kind of need to modify that a little bit, or maybe get some different. Like this one's really obvious. I think I could just get like a. I want to fix it. Don't know if I like. You can find like. Be tricky because I need like a. I think the rope swing that is good, but I have to find one that like, more like a thicker rope. Yeah. But we're getting close to that. Okay, that's better. Gotta deal with. Okay, but I think it. I think it's a good starting point because it kind of labels where. I think the meta hints are really good. I think that label exactly where I want. But the next thing is kind of deciding what we want to. How I want that to sound and like what number of the hits here. Consider what material might the animal might be have as armor. So I think in the original clip it was pretty. It sounded pretty like how to say this. I feel like I'm gonna treat it like an armadillo. It has like I don't know. Wait, does armadillos have thick skin? I'm thinking like a crab shell almost. Actually, maybe that's a good example. I want to treat it like a crab shell. So I think it's gonna sound. I don't. It's not gonna sound hollow, but it's gonna. But the same similar timbre and sound. I might want to try using it. Write that down. Crab shell. I have any crabs, but that'd be nice too. It's gonna be it for today. Let's stop. I meant to do. I was gonna stream yesterday, but I got happening. I kind of maybe we won't be able to do crab shells. I was like looking at the library to see. I don't know if I can get any like, crab shells now. But anyways, I think we'll go ahead and call it off here. I think we did pretty good things here. I think next time we'll kind of start to establish the sound of the weapon. Be like, okay, how do we want the weapon to sound? How do we want this? How do we want the stabbing to sound? And then we'll worry about the actual impact sounds. Yeah, I think I want something similar to what I've done here with the jab in the beginning. I think I kind of have an idea. Obviously, way quicker than that. Maybe I can use my like word sample working. Maybe I can on that. Now, not a bad thing. So yeah, okay, I got it. If you haven't tried the global, it's pretty. Yeah. Just imagine. Order so we'll, anyways, yeah. So we'll I think these are the ones I. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. Now, I guess this is how I'm going to do it here. I know I said I was going to play games in through. I'm going to stop the stream, come back in it. Believe it or not, today we're just going to because I feel. And also, there's some wonderful. Anyways, thank you for coming by and saying hi. I think the next time I will stream, I'm still working on kind of getting in the groove of things coming out of the hospital business, but yeah, I'm kind of still kind of figure out when the best times are going to be, and of course do this. I think it's still going to stay Sundays and Monday. I know I haven't changed my schedule on my page. I'm still trying to work on actually cool layouts and stuff like that, so I apologize in advance for that. But yeah, I think we'll still play for Sunday and Mondays, to like stream and everything, and just kind of chill out. And then, of course, throughout the week, I'll be working on things. Kind of up to you. I guess actually, I don't really want to end this quite yet, because you know what? I don't think I've. No, I think I did share. I think I did showcase this thing that I was doing in Unreal, but let me open it up again and share it again for the sake of Darius forgot to highlight the clip and save it. So yeah, he didn't have a chance to actually be able to post it or anything like that. That's another thing I'm going to also be doing more, and actually doing from now on. I'm going to start to make a playlist for my streams and start posting my streams on YouTube for real this time, just so people can working on, and people don't, and I work a full-time job, right now, so it makes it easier for me just to post like streams that I'm doing, and people can actually say, oh, he is working on stuff, and he is pretty cool, even though I am, but still it makes it easier so people can see that I'm working on stuff. And Twitch also deletes the stuff after a couple days. I am not an affiliate of Twitch, so they delete my stuff after 2 weeks. So it'll be like a light showcase. I'm not gonna work on anything crazy. Just gonna tell y'all on what I'm working up, and actually we'll probably like share this, do a small recap of like Twitter, or both really, of like where I'm at right now and what I'm planning to do in the future with this. Yeah, and we'll go over that. A little bit of time to open. All right, we're gonna do a quick rundown, just really quickly, of what I have been working on. Like I said, I already went over this before. I'm doing it again for the sake of I forgot. Save the recording. So, or say the highlight on Twitch. So, all right. So, update on this here. So, I obviously have been decorating a little bit, trying to make it like a little Viking village. Like I said, this is an inventory system I created. More so an audio system I created to be able to have each weapon and identify with the Foley effect or sound, so they're all unique between each other. Um, and of course, being able to equip different things besides weapons, and also have those sounds represented on the player. So far we just have weapons, but I started to look and expand to like lanterns and potions as well. So that'll be kind of the things I'll be adding here. But yeah, this is the basic rundown of it here. You just kind of take. You cannot equip these yet, but weapons. I can equip a spear, axe. I have not made a different surface type for this ground yet, just because I haven't really textures of it. That'll be something. Still working on the clarity of when the Foley gets triggered and how it gets triggered. Yeah, that's what we're working on so far. The next goal that I have in mind for this is to be able to make a UI system or some kind of system to be able to say, okay, I can pick up multiple weapons and I can drop whatever weapon I choose, and then from there, both of the Foley sounds for the designated weapons will be together using the meta sounds and creating a blend to make sure they're together. This is something similar that I did in God of War. Oh gosh, Ragnarok. Sorry. This is what they talked about in the Tone Butters podcast, and kind of the inspiration of why I wanted to kind of do something like this. Been pretty fun so far, and I've been enjoying it. Yeah, that's my next mission so far, and this is the meta sounds we have just for the axe weapon. The biggest change I did actually since I last showcased this on stream is I did split out the different parts of the Foley. So let's say like I have like a wooden handle, any cloth movement for the player, and then also like maybe the metal sound from the axe. They're all separate in their own little pods, have their own little unique delays. For the cloth movement, I did keep it neutral just because the player is always gonna have that cloth movement, regardless. But yeah, and then I have a random pitch nodes here as well, and then it just goes out into a stereo mix. The next thing I do tend to plan to try to do is figure out a way to make a central, I guess, meta sound source. I'm still trying to kind of like figuring this out, but find a central meta sound source that will see like this. I have to figure that out, but have a way to say, okay, now I want these all to go into like a parent meta sounds, if you will. And this is where I'm going to put like some different compressor and other nodes that will allow it to mix the Foley together as each combination of Foley comes together channel. That's the next thing that we're kind of working on with this, and of course decorating. I did like a whole decoration stream and everything, and I don't know why I didn't say it. It was fun, but we'll do it again further in this, and I'll probably share more in detail of like how I did this and how I kind of made the basic system, the equipped and unequipped system, okay, and I'll also have to kind of dive into that and see some ways that I can make it so I can pick up multiple weapons, but then also choose what I can put down. Like maybe like just make a basic UI system. So, anyways, yeah, that's kind of that there for that. Short and sweet, but I promise you it did a little bit longer. Put some water out here, maybe later. But yeah, right now, and then also of course this working on the snow well, and then hopefully I can try to also maybe make another level just for inside the church. Just have some nice reverb zone. Yeah, I like my little fish town, Viking fish town, if you will, and the weapon guards here, training grounds. All right, so that's it for. I just wanted to show that before I to like I said up for doing that. I'll come back literally in like games and chill. Don't know how long. You know, probably not that. I don't want to do it any longer than obviously sound design stuff. So, or maybe just as long. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Again, I'll post this on my YouTube, and I'll also try to tweet more when so people can see it here. Yeah. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming by and saying hi. You did. And yeah. Also enjoy GSC tomorrow. Game Sound Con if you guys are going. Unfortunately I'm not gonna be attending in person, and at this point I'm not doing virtually either. Just because money has been tight and everything. So, but hope you guys enjoy it. I will still be sharing some things I'm working on, even though I'm not at GDC. And yeah, I hope we chat about it. I'll be in like a Discord's message, voice chat. So, see you guys later.